We'll call the meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the City Council meeting. Tom, could you please take the roll call?
Mayor King.
Present.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Present.
Councilmember Postma.
Present.
Baker.
Here.
Baskin. Fisher.
Present.
Waller.
Present.
Pashusta.
Present.
We have a quorum, Your Honor.
Thank you, Tom. Item number 1 is a motion adopting the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Item number 2 is a motion approving the minutes from our October 17th, 2022 meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 3 is under recognitions and awards. The Hormel Institute is here. I have Gail listed. I mean, the whole fleet is here. Dr. Bob, do you have something for us or something for the council?
I do.
Step to the microphone, please.
Why, thank you. What I'd like to do is give you a picture as a recognition for 80 years of support. We really wouldn't be here in many ways. We certainly wouldn't be who we are if it wasn't for the support of this council. We're tremendously grateful. This is actually an autoimmune cell, if anybody's curious.
Of course I knew that, yeah. It was easy.
I know it's immediately obvious to everybody that that's what it is. But for us, it represents the sort of work that we do that we could not do without the support. You helped us build a beautiful extension to our building. You've helped us apply for other sources of funding. And those spaces that we inhabit because of you in many ways. And of course, we're also we're supported by the foundation. We're very, very grateful for that too. But we recognize them separately. This is something that's unique that we want to give to you to specifically represent what you have done for us. We're a not-for-profit. We can't give you money. We actually take money from people. But what we can do is give you a little piece of us. And this is a representation of the work that we do with your help.
Well, thank you. I appreciate those kind words, but also please know that because of the Hormel Institute and what you and the staff do out there, we are able to attract business, and specifically New Tech, our newest business, and that was certainly right on their radar, and something they'll tell you all day long is the reason why they located Austin is because of Hormel Institute and the impact you guys have. So yes, it's a great partnership. We're happy to help each other, I think, so it continues to make Austin grow. So thank you for what you guys do out there.
Thank you. I will leave this in front of Tom.
I thought that was Tom's hair in the drain of the shower, actually. Fluorescent light. Right, okay, thank you. We'll put that in the donation list. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks all for the support, yeah. Take care. I didn't want to pay for that too, Tom, so. That's what that costs. All right, well, we thank the Hormel Institute folks. Item number 4 is a motion for the consent agenda. Need a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Under the public hearing section, number 5 is public hearing on sanitary sewer assessments. A resolution for 5A would be declaring the cost of the assessment. Ann?
Yes, this is a public hearing for the 3 property owners for their sanitary sewer assessments. This is later than our normal public hearings, but we worked with the county to allow this one to go through so we could get it on the 2023 taxes.
Okay, thank you. Is anybody here from the public wishing to speak on 5A, sewer assessments? Hearing none, looking for a resolution, council, on 5A, declaring the cost.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma.
Aye.
Baker.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. 5B is a resolution adopting the assessment roll. The resolution.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma.
Aye.
Baker.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 6 is a resolution reviewing a tax abatement application from New Horizon Homes LLC, looking for 6A, approval or denial of the abatement. Craig?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members. This is in the Nature's Ridge subdivision, 18th Street Northeast. Estimated value is $395,000. Application is in conformance with our adopted policy. This is a public hearing.
Anybody here from the public wishing to speak on the matter? If not, looking for a motion to approve or deny the abatement.
Move to approve.
Is there a second? Tom?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Bashusta.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 7 is also reviewing a tax abatement application from Bigelow and Lennon Construction. 7A would be approval or denial of the abatement. Craig?
Thank you. This is also on 18th Street Northeast in the Nature's Ridge subdivision. This one has an estimated value of $437,000. This is a public hearing.
Anybody here from the public wishing to speak on 7A for this property? If not, council looking for resolution for 7A, approving or denying.
So move to approve. Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Bashusta.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Moving on to petitions and requests. Item number 8 is a motion approving two full-time tree trimmer positions. Council agreed to that. And Dave, I know that we have some emerald ash borer coming into town. Tree trimmers are very important right now, so I'm super hopeful that with that addition of 2 tree trimmers full-time, that they'll be trimming nearly 40 hours of their work week and getting that taken care of, and the regular tree trimming as well as the emerald ash borer. Right on. All right, thank you, council. We're looking for a motion approving the full-time tree trimmer position. Number 8.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Item number 9 is a resolution decertifying tax increment financing redevelopment district number 11. Thomas?
As you recall, council passed budget adjustment number 3 back in June of 2022 to allow for about just under $550,000 of excess tax increment to be used for an affordable housing project. This requires us to decertify the tax increment district out where CRC is. CRC in the strip mall there is the TIF district. So we would like to have council approve a resolution as drafted by the bond attorneys to decertify the district before the statutory end of 2028, which would then allow us to transfer that money, close out the district, and CRC in that group would then just be part of the regular tax allocation as any other citizen or business would be.
Okay, council, any questions for Mr. Dankin on this? If not, looking for resolution for number 9.
So move. Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Bashusta.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 10 is a resolution approving a change order number 1 to the City Hall lighting replacement project. Tom?
During the process of getting LED lights in throughout the city hall, there's a storage area and an elevator area that were not counted. Our facilities maintenance technician went over the counts with the electrician, and therefore we've asked to have change order number 1 approved by council in the amount of $2,405.
Thank you. Council, any questions? If not, looking for resolution.
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Bashusta.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 11 is a resolution accepting these donations to the City of Austin, a gift of $500 from Norcosco Incorporated for the Bike Club, a gift of $375 from the Austin Area Foundation to the Dog Park Endowment Fund, $300 from the Disc Golf Tourney to the Disc Golf Fund, $3,000 from Belita Schindler to the ski program for kids at the Nature Center, and a gift of $275 from Rocky and Great Plains Fire for structural fire boots. With those donations, looking for a resolution to accept them.
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Bashusta.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 12 is resolution approving a contract with Flashing Thunder Fireworks. Craig?
Thank you, Mayor. I think it's flashing thunder. This is for our July 4th fireworks. Contract is $33,000. Council action is requested to approve this.
Council, any questions on item number 12? If not, looking for resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Tom. Item number 13 is resolution approving a contract with SRF and MnDOT for design services on the 4th Street Northwest as part of the I-90 corridor project. Stephen?
In January of 2022, we presented to council a proposal from SRF in the amount of $74,283 to complete the design work on 4th Street Northwest. At that time, we talked about different options, and our recommendation was that it would be the most seamless of a project and the least amount of impact to the businesses on 4th Street Northwest from 13th Avenue to the I-90 bridge project if we were to do those in conjunction with the MnDOT work. So MnDOT has now provided to us a contract which includes a bunch of their own work in addition to adding this work through SRF to their contract. So although it is a very large document, includes a wide variety of items, for the City of Austin purposes, it really just relates to this $74,283 that we are responsible for, that we will likely pay MnDOT, and they will then reimburse SRF as part of their overall contract. So with that, we would recommend approval of this MnDOT agreement and open it up if you have any questions.
Questions, council? If not, looking for resolution for item number 13.
So moved. Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 14 is a resolution approving an individual control mechanism agreement with LL Parks Incorporated, or LL Parks LLC. Stephen?
This time of year, we always have a few of these that we bring to council for approval. And as with others in the past, this is an agreement to regulate the flow and waste discharge from the truck wash owned by LL Parks, which is located out at our Northeast Industrial Park. We regulate flow, BOD, TSS, TKN, and phosphorus. This agreement is the same as it has been in the past, and it is a 3-year agreement that would expire December 31st of 2025, and we would recommend approval of this agreement.
Council, any questions of Mr. Lang on this? Looking for resolution for item number 14.
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 15 is approving a memorandum of agreement with the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency. Stephen?
Yes, this is an agreement to regulate or test for PFAS, and I'll kind of read the description here. PFAS is a per- and polyfluoroalkyl substance. Generally what that is it is a substance that is used for making things kind of stick resistant, like Teflon and other materials that are used in lots of different products. This is considered a forever chemical, and it is been found in different places. So the MPCA has developed, attached for you, a memorandum of understanding where the city would be required to test for this material. They're working with communities throughout the state to test for this. And generally, we want to review these types of documents and make sure that it's not something that we are required to do, But in this case, we feel that if we don't agree to this MOU at this time, it's something that would likely be part of a future permit for us if we don't agree to it now. The benefits to agreeing to it now is that there is a MnDOT or MPCA will help fund a portion of this testing for us, and the testing would occur during different periods over the next 2 years. And also, it will create some work for our existing staff when it comes to some of the sampling and testing. Most of the testing will be done at a qualified lab, but depending on what results we find through our first 2 rounds of testing, we'll need to work with our local businesses and try to identify ways to manage the PFAS before it gets into the system. So it has the potential to have a community impact, but it also has the potential to make improvements to the water quality that we discharge to the Cedar River and our lakes and streams. So with that, we would recommend that council approve this memorandum of understanding with the MPCA.
Council, any questions for Mr. Lang?
Yeah, just a quick one. Stephen, do we have anybody that we think is a source of these chemicals right now? Or using these chemicals right now?
Yeah, so the MPCA, they've identified businesses throughout the state that are potential, and we do have a couple in Austin that may fit the criteria for something like this, yes.
Are you worried about that?
Yeah, it's a worry. Yep, because with a lot of chemicals, once they get diluted into the water, it becomes very difficult to get them out, and this is one of those such chemicals. But it's a very new program, a lot more questions than answers right now, and really the first thing just comes down to identifying those sources, and that's what we're looking at doing as part of this.
Have we talked to any of these potential folks?
Not yet, no. Want to make sure that it's a problem before we bring it to their attention, I guess. That's where the testing comes in.
Stephen, I guess my only question was kind of timing wise. It's not great for us because we're going to have a little bit going on for the next 2 years over the wastewater treatment plant. Is there any concerns that as we're tearing down and adding new, and is this going to cause undue stress on staff or cause any issues with that?
Well, once we know that first round of testing that's being done by the MPCA, and we have to then implement a program, that's where the staff time will really come in. And it's something we'll just need to adjust for at that time, and we'll bring it back if there are concerns, and how it really depends on how many stressors or how many businesses we have out in the community that or areas of town that show up as positive. So it really depends on the workload. Really depends on what the testing results come back as.
Any other questions for Mr. Lang on this? If not, looking for resolution for item number 15, please.
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Pashusta,
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you, Tom. Item number 16 is a resolution approving a contract with Arman Architecture Incorporated for library construction services. Julie?
Yes, so the library is requesting approval of the proposed agreement between Arman Architecture and the City of Austin and with relation to the construction project. Their basic services fee is going to be about $21,500, and that it is part of the budget that has been approved in the past. So the library is seeking approval from the council for execution of the proposed agreement. And Mr. Lang's done such a great job so far. I'm sure he can answer any other questions that you have about it.
And, any questions, council, on this? Looking for a resolution approving the contract with Arman Architecture.
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 17 is a resolution granting a gambling premise permit for the Fraternal Order of the Eagles at the Windrift Lounge, LLC. Ann?
This just goes along with the Windrift's annexation. We also need to transfer their gambling premise permit. So we have a letter from the Eagles there requesting to do that.
Okay. Council, any questions on this? Looking for resolution, please.
So move. Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Bashusta,
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 18A is resolution approving the 2023 city health insurance plan options. Craig?
Thank you, Mayor. Members, we'll take these kind of together. As you know, the city received significant health insurance premium increase renewal with PEEP. As a result, we bid out with several vendors our health care for our employees, and looking at that, Medica through the Southeast Service Cooperative was our most competitive alternative. We have two resolutions for you tonight, one identifying our health insurance plans. Those would be the single, we have the employee and spouse, employee plus children and family, and the contributions of $520, $900, $800, and $1,430 respectively. We have two resolutions for your approval, but both relate to that and the city's contribution. Be happy to answer any questions.
Council, any questions?
Mr. Mayor?
I think what you might be wanting is the MOU, the MOA. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
I think they all tie together though, Mr. Mayor.
Well, here's what we're gonna do. City council recognizes there's obviously some folks in here that are employees that have some concerns over the insurance. So even though this is not a public portion of the meeting, we will allow that one representative from each union bargaining negotiation can step forward, and we can only listen. We will not comment because it's negotiation time. So if you want to do that, that's the one time we'll offer that. If you don't want to make comment, that's fine. But so come on forward, Tom.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. For those of you who don't know me, Tom Schulte, Local 598 President, Southern District Vice President, and Austin Fire Department member. The reason I want to step up here forward prior to you signing the insurance agreements is that on October 21st, city employees were given an ultimatum. It was sign the MOA or have your insurance premiums take a staggering 31% increase after 3 years of an already 9 to 12% employee increases while the city has sustained none. The ultimatum was given just hours before the insurance presentations. Employees took this as a threat and a leverage tool to recover the $215 of opt-out money. As of last Friday, no bargaining unit had any intention of signing the MOA. Through a combination of possible solutions, an idea was proposed to administration. Working within the parameters of the City Council's budget recommendations, the idea was simply to reallocate portions of HSA dollars toward employee premiums. This would allow for palatable premiums for family plans. It provides enticing premiums for single coverage. Every individual is different outlook on life, a different financial status. Reallocating the dollars would allow for the employee to decide how they want to manage their HSA account. After all, the account belongs to the employee, not the city. The city gains with our proposal. One of the major issues, according to Medica, is we don't have enough participation on our plans. Lower premiums are the key to luring employees back in. Ultimately, the $215 opt-out money does get removed from contracts, but it's given a potential value for the individuals who lose the $2,500 per year off their salary. But ultimately, it gives employees buy-in on a long-term recovery plan for the insurance benefit. Administration has stated that our plan is in a death spiral. If we lose too many more people, we won't be insured by anybody. We need to strengthen our numbers in hopes of receiving a better plan for the future. We felt that this option was a good option for the city. This does not fix the entire insurance issue with the City of Austin, but does provide a Band-Aid to move forward for the year 2023. It was my understanding that this proposal was presented to council, and I guess I had to jump in early prior to the MOA because I want to know if it was addressed and if it was acknowledged, considered, and if not considered, why. I understand you can't comment, but.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you. Anybody else wishing to speak for the labor unions of Minpia, LELS, AAO, 8. Holly, come on up. Oh,
Can I speak from here?
that's fine.
I would just say that our group would agree that the proposal as it is right now is unsatisfactory to the employees, including our group. And we agree with a great deal of what Mr. Schulte has just said. Having some more flexibility would be a benefit to the employees. We did present amended MOU that was submitted to Ms. Wickman for your consideration. And that's about it. I don't know if you've had a chance to talk about it or review it, but that is what we proposed, at least for 2023, something similar to what the city has proposed.
Okay.
Does anybody else from our group want to comment? I don't
Thank
know
you.
if any of
We're-
our,
We're just allowing one,
That's right,
one
you allowed
per.
once.
Yes, thank you, Holly. Austin Employee Association, AEA. United Auto Workers, Local 867, Street and Sewer. United Auto Workers, Local 867, Wastewater Treatment Plant. Come on, step forward, please.
Currently, about 60% of all city employees opt out of the city's offering of health insurance. The reason for that is quite obvious to you people, I would assume. The cost of insurance to the employee that's offered to us has greatly expanded, way beyond what most people think they can deal with. The issue of health insurance costs, when we look at a number of other communities that surround Austin, basically all of the communities that surround Austin of our size or a little greater, they pay around 80% of the monthly premium for their employees' health insurance. So if we ask for the city to be doing that for us, we don't feel we're out of line. All the other towns around us are commonly paying that. So we don't think we're out of line for asking that to be done for us. The insurance is greatly out of balance and it needs to be corrected and brought back into a scope where it's truly a benefit for the employee, as it always was. And it's a shame to see that go away. It was part of our benefit package for decades, been here for decades. I've seen it go away. Kind of a crying shame that it's at where it's at today. Would like that you guys address that and correct it, the council. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your remarks. Last one, United Auto Workers, Local 867, Parks. All right. Thank you, folks. Looking for Councilor.
I forgot one thing.
All right.
Apologize. My final request is if the proposal on the insurance plan and the MOA is not what we had brought forth with the reallocation, I'm asking the council to vote no.
Thank you, Tom. Backing up to item number 18A, looking for resolution approving the 2023 City Health Insurance Plan options. Council,
So moved.
is there a second?
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Pashusta,
Nay.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 5-1, Your Honor.
Thank you, Tom. Item number 18B is a resolution approving the employer contribution and plans for non-bargaining unit employees. Council need a resolution.
So moved.
Second.
Thomas?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Pashusta,
Nay.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 5-1, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 19A, well, 19 is a series of resolutions. We'll go with 19A, approving the 2023 Health Insurance Memorandum of Agreements. 19A is Minnesota Public Employees Association, MNPEA. Need a
So moved.
resolution. Is there a second?
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Pashusta,
Nay.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 5-1, Your Honor.
Thanks, Tom. 19B is Resolution Law Enforcement Labor Services, LELS.
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Pashusta,
Nay.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 5-1, Your Honor.
19C, International Association of Firefighters, IAFF.
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Pashusta,
Nay.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 5-1, Your Honor.
19D is Resolution Austin Associates Organization, AAO.
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Pashusta,
Nay.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 5-1, Your Honor.
19E is a resolution for Austin Employees Association, AEA.
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Pashusta,
Nay.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 5-1, Your Honor.
19F, United Auto Workers Local 867, Street and Sewer.
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Pashusta,
Nay.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 5-1, Your Honor.
19G, United Auto Workers Local 867, Wastewater Treatment Plant.
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Pashusta,
Nay.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 5-1, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 19H, resolution for United Auto Workers Local 867, Parks.
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Postma,
Aye.
Baker,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Pashusta,
Nay.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 5-1, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 20 is granting the Planning and Zoning Department the power to contract for the removal of junk for illegally stored vehicles at the following locations. 20A, the address is 302 4th Street Southeast, the Johnson property. Need a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. 20B is a motion for the address of 304 4th Street Southeast, Evergreen Ventures property. Need a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. 20C, the address is 1200 3rd Avenue Northeast, the Carlos property.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. 20D, address 911 13th Avenue Northeast, the Walker property. Need a motion?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. On to citizens addressing the council. Are there any citizens here wishing to address the council, the items that weren't on the agenda? Hearing none. Honorary Councilmember Alex, how's it going down there?
I don't have anything.
Thank you, sir. And reports and recommendations, Craig?
I don't have an item, but Mr. Merrill has one.
David?
Wanted to let everybody know that the Parks and Trails Master Plan Survey closes on Friday this week, so we're encouraging any residents who have not yet completed that survey to do so. We'll be moving forward with that process. I'd also like to announce that this, starting November 17th, Austin is home and host to the National Springer Spaniel Open Championship taking place at East Side Lake. So there'll be dogs from all over the country in town competing. So check it out if you get a chance. And then a little less happy note, recently we've had an uptick in some vandalism around the city. We had some trees destroyed at East Side Lake, some brand new trees that were planted by Spruce Up Austin, some memorial trees. And then within the last couple of days, someone vandalized the robot slide in Todd Park, spray painting it and whatnot, just some senseless stuff. And maybe this isn't the perfect venue for that, but we want to just spread the word around the community that we're trying to just kind of talk people out of that sort of thing and promote positivity around the community. And we're not, I guess, trying to catch the people doing this. We're just trying to stop it from happening. And so it's disappointing to see that stuff happening in our community. Thank you.
Thank you for that, David. Any other department heads? Good. Council? Joyce?
Tomorrow's voting day. Get out and vote. If you need to know where your voting place is, there's lots of information online, I think, City of Austin website. And that's it.
Thank you. Mike?
Yes, I actually got some exciting news as the council rep on our local Discover Austin Tourism Board. I'm excited to announce that we have entered into a 3-year contract to host the Discover Austin a Minnesota Junior Championship with the American Junior Golf Association. Looking for some title sponsors for this, but it's a pretty big deal. This is a group of juniors who travel the country for these golf events. There currently isn't one in Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, or the Dakotas. And so now those junior golfers from our area are going to be coming to Austin, Minnesota. So July 18th through 21st at the Austin Country Club. We're going to host about 90 junior golfers.
Excellent. Thank you, Mike. Jeff?
Nothing for me.
Jeff?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Paul?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Becky?
Nothing, Your Honor.
All right. I have nothing either. Looking for a motion to adjourn to Monday, November 21st,